Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Friday, September 10th. USDA released its monthly crop production and WASDE report here this morning. I'm going to run through the corn and soybean yield estimates from USDA, kind of give you the lay of the land nationally and also state by state. Let's start off with corn. USDA is projecting the national average yield at 176.3, which is up from 174.6 last month. So we did see a month-over-month increase in the corn yield estimate, as was expected. This 176.3 was slightly above the pre-report trade estimates, but not a big surprise, I don't think, by any means. We've got record corn yields being projected in a lot of states: Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, some areas of the East Coast going to be really good. So you've got some really good stuff here being projected in the central and eastern part of the Corn Belt down into, the southeast. And then you've got Iowa, which is kind of your middle ground. 198 is not a bad yield, but it's not a record either. And then you've got your three problem states, and I discussed this last month: North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, all down sharply on the year, particularly in the Dakotas. Minnesota not as bad by comparison, only down 9.4 bushels on the year is what's being projected. If it were not for these three states, the Dakotas and Minnesota, we would have a national record yield this year by my estimation. If we would have been trend or close to trend in these three states, I think it would have been pretty easy to achieve a national record corn yield this year, but that's not going to happen unless we see a big upward revision in these states, and I don't really see that happening. Soybeans look pretty similar. Record yields in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia. You've got some really good-looking stuff in the central and eastern part of the Corn Belt, even out to the East Coast. And then, again, the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin's kind of problematic. But you could probably make the same statement for soybeans. You'd probably have a record national yield if not for these three states. The estimate for the national average yield is 50.6 bushels per acre, which is up from the estimate of 50 even last month. These numbers could change as we move forward, guys, but USDA's got this stuff. They're getting it more dialed in every month. In regard to acreage, USDA did increase their corn acreage number. They decreased their soybean acreage number. I'm just talking more specifically about yields here. But again, same thing as I told you last month. You've got good stuff in the central and eastern part of the Corn Belt and of the country, and then you've got this problem area up here in the northern plains and some of the western Corn Belt. So that's kind of the lay of the land here, guys. I'm going to talk about the USDA report in a little bit more detail on Monday morning. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.